Hi Libra, my name is Isel. I'm on YouTube as the Altruistic Mystic. I want to do your love and relationship reading for the end of September of 2018. Um, I'm not shuffling on camera just because it's too much. Let me lower this so you can actually see cards though. Yeah, I don't know. All right, I'm gonna go for that. So basically, this energy, the overall energy here too. It's like when we I think you're actually figuring out what you want. I think you're figuring out the direction you want to go in with potentially somebody new in your life. But you're doing your balancing act, which is good. You are evaluating the things that you've experienced in the past. I feel also some of you may be evaluating like past relationships that have been family oriented. It's not like, oh, boyfriend, girlfriend, dating, tra la la. I mean, not to minimize boyfriends and girlfriends, but like some of you have established families, and it's like you're experiencing letting go and detaching from that in a certain way. And I think that that's important here for whatever's to come in next, because it feels like you have a very high energy that's coming in. You have an energy that's prevalent within your life that's coming in regard to satisfaction, emotional satisfaction in your life, love. Um, I think that that's on the table right now, and I think that that's something that you need to, you're balancing out. So let's get into the reading. Um, yeah, so the first card out is the Page of Pentacles. I feel here like you really want to begin something, but at a snail's pace. And like everything that you've experienced in the past, as far as your personal relationship, the relationships as you've exited, a family situation, like, if you're letting go of something of that nature, you need to be, if you've gotten a divorce and you're moving into something new, you need to be very slow about this. You need to be conscious in how you move forward in something. If this is somebody that has not experienced any type of like divorce or, you know, previous relationship, you have something coming in for you that you also want to go slowly with. It's not about rushing things here. This is about really getting to know somebody. It's about evaluating a situation. It's about being conscious and honest in how things resonate for you. There's a lot about resonance, and what works for you, what doesn't. But the energies here are heightened in regard to what is in your favor. That's what I'm feeling. To clarify this Princess of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles moving slowly into something, we have the Temperance card, So this is really evaluation of balance. This is about getting your emotions in order. This is about getting things in balance. This is about what you contribute to situations, what you want your partner, your potential partner, future partner to contribute into situations. I feel that this person also, whoever you're getting involved with, they feel that too. So it's like you're on an open page. You're on the same page in regard to that. And slow and steady is important. Two people wanting to balance energy out, very, very important here. Either way, even if it's just you by yourself, you're still balancing your energy out. And I think you're doing so in a very, I want to say calculated way. I want to say you are applying the messages and lessons that you've learned in the past in regard to your relationships and how they move forward from this point on. Um, you know, I think in a lot of ways, like some of you may be getting back into situations, and I think that that's where it's like you need to really evaluate what's going on. Some of you, I feel, are just having a hard time moving away from a lot of the emotions that you've experienced in the past. That's mainly what I'm experiencing here and what I'm feeling right now. It's like some of you are really just having a difficult time separating yourself from the emotions that you've had in the past in concern to relationships, love, and how they've left you in your mind. Libra likes to play in the mind, but also in the heart, you know, and it's like there's this balance, there's this fine tuning, and I feel that within that regard, you are really paying attention to what it is that's stabilizing you. You're paying attention to what you've already had to release. If this is in regard pertaining to a divorce, you're really paying attention to what is emotionally satisfying at this point, because this is not emotionally satisfying. This is needing to walk away from something, but this is also a level of regret here in this card. This particular card, this particular Eight of Cups, I very much feel a deep, heavy sense of regret from this person. I feel, though, that there's a level here where it's like we're releasing that, we're allowing ourselves to move forward. At this point, you know, again, dual messages here. So if this is somebody that is considering getting back into something, you are in your head about it. Absolutely in your head about it. You're not moving. There's still a stalemate. There's quiet time. People aren't the communication is at a standstill. For those of you who are evaluating something new, I feel that there's still a level of evaluation, but I think there is movement into something, because the next card here, we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this is often a card of where we are holding on to situations where we're not allowing things to move forward, where we're not budging, we're not lenient, we're not open, we're not giving, there's no movement in a situation. And that can also be in our minds, in our hearts, you know, and with due cause. You know, it's like if you're exiting, I keep feeling like if somebody's exiting like a long-standing relationship or like a divorce, then there's some energy here where it's like you've been in yourself enough where you've actually given time and consideration to that enough that you're able to move forward. Another reason why I say that here, and I'm moving into the next couple cards, but I'll get back to this. The reason why I'm saying that here is because you have the Hermit. You know, this is really going inside to consider everything that you've experienced in the situation, to really truly find what fits for you, what works for you on an emotional level, on a mental level, on a stability level, financial level, you know, but it's also a level of healing from this past and like solidifying that so you can move forward, you can proceed into the future with some new form of energy. Underneath the Four of Pentacles in reverse, when we release this energy, we allow ourselves to stabilize. We have the Four of Wands here. We can stabilize for sure, but this is also, you know, this is relationships, and again, dual energy. So again, like, Aries had two storylines going. Apparently you do too. That's very interesting. I don't know what's going on here, but which is fine. Tarot works that way. I mean, there's multiple layers, multiple storylines for people. You know, I'm picking up on different energies from different groups of people, so that's going to be the nature of it. And so what works for you, work it into your life. What doesn't, don't. You know, don't try and cram it together. Don't try and make it fit. And if you're in a healthy and happy relationship and everything's peaches and cream, like, why are you here? You know? Yeah. This, if you've been with somebody that you feel like you're going back to, or you are going back to, this is a foundation. You've given this a lot of thought, a lot of consideration, and you're deciding to go back into it. Okay? That's for some. For others that aren't, that are leaving an old thing behind, and it's like you've had to take your time in regard to that. You've had to stabilize yourself. Again, stabilizing self, stabilizing home, stabilizing family energies. But this is also relationships. This is getting into something that's potentially going to yield you positive results in regard to relationships. It's like solidifying something with somebody that is worth your while, worth your energy, worth your effort. You know, it's like you can dive into this together because both parties are on board. Both parties are in cahoots, in conjunction. They are jiving with the same, they're on the same page, which actually feels really nice. It feels relieving here. Okay, moving into the present energy. And this is all present energy. It could be past, could be present. I need you to piece that together for yourself. I can't tell you what it is. There's too many people here for you, for too many people that this reading is for. Moving into the present energy. Fuck. I feel hella dizzy. I feel dizzy like I'm like antsy. Like I'm antsy right now. It's like I'm evaluating. I'm going back to what I've experienced. I'm going back to what I've experienced, and like that energy is bringing a lot of anxiety. It's bringing a lot of unsettled emotions up to the surface. That's what you need to work through. That's what you need to move through. Yeah, because what you want to do is, again, those that are going back to somebody, you're looking to stabilize this. You're looking to put work and energy into this. You want to get this off the ground again. For those that are coming out of a situation and are entering something new, your focus is on love and how to build this, but how to build it in a secure and solid way. How to build it in a way that, you know, you've learned from the lessons from the past relationship, your marriage, whatever it was, these long-lasting relationships you've experienced in the past. And it's like you are figuring out how to incorporate a new sense of what you've understood, what you've learned in the past, you know, into this situation now. And I think you're going to be very, very pleasantly surprised, because what that offers you is it's better footing. It's better understanding. You've understood yourself, and you also, you know, through the interactions with your previous partner, through the interactions within yourself, you are better able to apply that to what this is now. For those of you that are getting into relationships with somebody new, both ways, somebody going back, but also somebody new, feel both stories. I'm just going to do it like this. It's choppy, but I hope that you understand what I'm doing. You're moving into this in a way where it's like, you know what? You're paying attention to what this person is bringing you. You're paying attention to the highlights and emotion. You're paying attention to where you feel good in this, but you're also paying attention into how you stabilize this in a way where it's going to be cohesive, where it's going to work for you and for your partner and for the future, you know? And honestly, it's slow and steady. It's slow and steady. It's not going to rush into anything. It's really looking into what you're getting involved in and really, really taking the time to really consider it. You know, underneath that, underneath the Eight of Pentacles, you know, this Eight of Pentacles, putting in effort, work, emotion, you know, valuing the situation that you're embarking on. You have the Three of Wands, you know, so the Three of Wands is very much talking about something that you've actually wanted. It's talking about what you want in your life, you know. And I think you've come from a place in this past energy or with past partners where it's like you are better able to understand what it is that you want now. You're better able to commit to things, because it's like you've had an energy of maturity in your life. You've matured to a certain degree where it's like, oh, past stuff, tumultuous, frustrating, painful, hurtful, yeah, but incredibly important for your growth, for your understanding, for your value, seeing your value. This is also very much, I'm picking up value. Somebody in the past challenged your value, or they did not recognize your value, and it's caused you to have to see your value. Which has been an interesting road. It's been a road of uncertainty. Some of you don't even know how to look at that. Some of you don't even know how to dive into the notion of your value, your worth. It's something, okay. Sometimes when we are children, most of us as children, we're not taught to love ourselves. We're taught to love outwardly. We're taught to care for others outwardly. You know, we become secondary. We put ourselves to the sidelines, you know, and that's so much of people. People do that constantly, and it needs to change. You know, you focusing your energy on yourself, your self-worth, your value, how you are effective in your life, how you are effective in the lives of others, you know, by seeing yourself in a higher light, by understanding yourself on a deeper level, you contribute to things in a entirely different way that's very positive, because it's like you've walked the walk, you've gone down the roads, you know, and you've come to something that's really empowering in yourself, and you need to be conscious of that. You need to take into consideration everything that you've experienced, everything that you've evaluated, and come to this new place in your life. It's like, I feel like a very fresh energy. I feel a very new energy in regard to like stepping into a new pair of shoes, you know, like stepping into like a new path, a new energy, something. It's very fresh and clean, but it's also about like the value that we have in ourselves, for ourselves, how we take into consideration ourselves. And when we do that, the things that we're able to incorporate into the relationships that we involve ourselves in from this point forward are of incredible benefit, because it only stabilizes them more so. Okay. Yeah. And I think that you're also in your head about that too. It's like, have I, you know, where am I in myself? Some of you may be still questioning that. Some of you may be like on this trajectory where it's like, yep, I'm doing this now. I'm going forward with this new person. I am doing this. But also some of you are like, I don't know how to incorporate myself here. You know, it's like a back and forth thing, but I think it's more so mental, and Libra's really good at that. You have, the reason I say that too is because you have the Eight of Swords here. This is mental energy. This is like being stuck in the same little puddle, walking in circles, you know, but it's in your mind. It can be changed. It's not something that is constant. It's not something, it is a little bit constant in this regard, but it's also, it's kind of like a self-imposed worry, you know. It's like you can worry about it and keep worrying about it, but you don't pay attention to the lessons that you've learned. And by that, you will get yourself out of this energy, because underneath that, clarifying that Eight of Swords, is the Fool, you know. And this is embarking on a new decision. This is embarking on something brand new for yourself. But also, the Fool is very much about adding and incorporating the lessons that we've learned in life, you know, up until this point. The Fool is somebody who has experienced deep energies that have caused them to change, you know. This and the Death card are very similar to me, just because it's like there's definite learning, there's definite shedding, like a snake shedding its skin to reveal a shiny, vibrant new, you know, like coat or whatever they are. Not coat, but like skin. Okay. Stepping into something new. And you can have that, you can do that. Just take the time that it takes. There's no rushing here, you know. I feel that you need to let go of regrets. I feel that you need to let go of fear in consideration to how you want to move forward into situations with people, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. There's an energy here where it's like, you'll be fine. It's just slow and steady. It's slow and steady wins the race. You know, again, evaluation within a situation, evaluation within self. What truly brings me happiness? What truly emotionally stabilizes me? I feel that this person that you're getting involved with here, they feel stable. They feel good. They feel like this is something that you can build upon. And they feel that too in regard to you. So it's like a dual energy. It's a dual energy in regard to that. Those of you that are re-entering something from the past, I guess I need to say that you need to be very conscious of what you incorporate from here on out, and that needs to be communicated by both parties, what you're going to incorporate from here on out. Like, it's not like, oh my god, let's like get back into a relationship again and like try it a second time or a third time, you know. Like, no, it's not willy-nilly. Like, this is like, hey, I've experienced a lot here with you. Either we completely wipe the slate and heal things on an immense and incredible level, or we don't go anywhere, because, you know, we have to be bringing the same amount of energy to this. We have to be in support of ourselves. And when we're just willy-nilly entering into a situation willy-nilly, that's not in support of ourselves. That's kind of like, oh, okay, you know, like, let the universe take care of it, or like, you know, it's not being hands-on. You need to be hands-on in this. And I think that there's a lot of mental energy being expended here in regard to being hands-on in what you manifest, what you bring forward into the world. You have the Magician in regard to the Hermit, you know, so this is real contemplation in regard to what you're going to be building, what you're going to be involving yourself into the future energies here. You have the Chariot. This is success, but it's success in moving forward once we have our emotions balanced, once we're able to bring balance to ourselves, our thinking, our emotions, our heart, our feelings. We balance that. But also I feel it's going to be like, bam, like, okay, I'm ready. It's almost like I'm feeling like I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready, you know? And I say that because you have the tower here. And I don't feel that the tower here is like the world coming down and your world like falling apart. I feel like this is like a realization like, hey, bam, I'm ready. I'm going. I'm moving forward. I am like, it's like I'm being struck by lightning, you know? Like I've got that, go, you know? In regard to that, you've got the Three of Pentacles. So yeah, I want to stabilize. I want to build something with somebody. I want to build something with this person, you know, and I feel that I've done enough healing to be able to do so. I feel that I can actually step into this in a way where it's like, you know, it's not willy-nilly and it's very well thought out and it continues to be thought out, and I like it like that. I want it like that. I am going to be active in my creation within how I experience this. I am going to actively create how this goes. While you cannot control anything, you can be active in the exchange that you experience with somebody. You can be active in the energy that you put into your relationship. Stabilizing something with someone on purpose. On purpose. With purpose. And I think you're scared. It's like you're back in your head again. You know, you've considered this a lot and you're back in your head again, but also this is an energy too. The Ten of Swords is here where it's like, you know, clarifying this. We're worried about a situation, but also the Ten of Swords, the worry needs to die. This is done. You know, it's like we've gone through this situation. I think this is just remnants of rumination. I don't think this is anything that's like coming for you that's mighty bad. You know, I don't think that at all. I think that you're just like, you know, back and forth in your head and in your heart about like how you want to move forward into something. And I think what's coming for you is beautiful with the person that you're newly with or the person that you're reestablishing, restabilizing something with. But that needs to have a lot of conversation. That is going to take the people that are getting back into a situation. You need to really be honest with yourself and with each other in how you incorporate your lives together. For those of you that are involving yourself with a new person, same deal. On the same page, you need to be in communication. You need to talk. You need to be in cahoots with each other. You know, because it's like you still have worry. You still have regret, you know. You have the Five of Cups here. I don't feel that this is like, you know, somebody being... I feel that this is more like worry. I don't feel regret so much, but worry that it might not go right, that it might end up in something where it's like we have revisited this energy a lot, and, you know, the Ten of Swords, the Five of Cups, I feel that we're worried about this energy happening again, where we've been experiencing harsh situations in our relationships. I don't feel that that's something that's going to happen, though. I feel that you are allowing things to drop. I feel also, too, in this card in particular, the Five of Cups, most Five of Cups, they have three cups down, 2 cups up, you know, so it's like we're worried about the things that we've lost, but we also don't see the potential behind us, you know, that's for us. In this card, all of the cups are down. What I feel is it's like we're worried, but we're also allowing everything to fall. It's removing ourselves from the attachments of the emotions that we've experienced in the past, emotional attachments that have been here in the past. And it's like you're actively choosing to release them so you can move into something more so. I say that too because the final card here is the King of Pentacles. It could be that you're involving yourself with a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, or it could just be that you're involving yourself with somebody that is incredibly stable. They feel stable. You feel stable. This is also your energy where it's like you are taking the reins of your own life and you are causing stability. By choosing to be active in the creation of your life and in your relationships, you are solidifying stability within your situations. and it's beautiful. Oh, for the Five of Cups too, you have the Six of Pentacles. So balance, you know, whatever it was in the past that you're letting go of, the sorrow, the worry, the regret, the frustration, it was in regard to balance, feeling out of balance, feeling out of balance. The situation that you're getting involved in allows you balance. It allows you stability. It allows you balance. It allows you to move forward in a way where it's like, you know what? I can do this. We can do this. This is actually really good. It feels good. And it's slow to come. That's how we balance things out. We don't rush in, because when you rush in, everything is out of balance. You know, it's like you're trying to get to a goal, but it's like, to get to a goal, you have to do the steps. You know, if my goal is to, like, you know, save $60,000 for something, I can't expect it tomorrow. Maybe if I have a rich family that's like, oh, here you go. But like, I don't. I have to work for that. So I've got to work for it. You know, you have to go slow and steady. Might not be the best analogy, but I think you get the point. With this King of Pentacles, stability, bringing life to a situation, bringing stability to a situation, feeling sure financially stable. I feel that this is more so emotionally stable. I feel that this is an emotionally stabilizing situation that you can feel secure in with your partner, with your new partner, with your previous partner. You know, those that with the previous partner that you're getting back into here, you need to completely let go of the situations and problems that you've had in the past. Don't forget them. Just recognize what they were, and you cannot continue to bring them into the current and new situation. You need to allow them to drop. If you bring them into the situation, it's not going to be good for you. You need to allow them to drop. I have to say that for those that are re-engaging and re-entering into something with somebody from the past. For those of you that are moving forward, and for those in the past, what we have for this King of Pentacles is the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups clarifying the King of Pentacles. So this is love. This is connection. This is emotional balance. This is, you know, sure, financial balance, financial stability, but I feel emotional stability. I feel a deep well and level of emotional stability, emotional well-being. And I feel that you're on the same page with that in regard to each other. You give that to each other. You want that for each other. And that's something maybe that's newer to you. That's something maybe that you haven't experienced before. It's something that you want, and it's something that the person wants. And it's like, okay, how do we go about that? I can tell you. Go hella slow. Go really slow. Be conscious in the communication that you have between each other. Be conscious in the efforts that you put in, towards the situation. Be conscious of the things that you value in each other, and like tell each other, like build each other up on emotional levels. Build your trust in this person. You have to trust this person. You know, clarifying the bottom of these decks, what's coming is the Hierophant. You know, the Hierophant is about stability, but it's also about connection with another person. It's about relationships. It's about stable marriages. It's about marriage. It's about stable relationships. It's about commitments. Coming with that, you have the Knight of Cups. This is a love offer. This is somebody who's essentially emotionally like wanting to communicate with you. They want to give you stability in love. You know, it's like the Knight of Cups can be flirty and flirtatious and in and out too, but not with this energy, not with the Hierophant. And that Hierophant is looking right at that cup. He's looking right at that Knight of Cups. This is stability. This is emotional good. You know, you have the World underneath that with the Three of Cups. So, you know, taking the lessons that we've experienced in the past, truly evaluating what we've learned, and you know what? Celebrating about it. Like, it's a good victory. It's a positive victory. This doesn't always have to mean third-party relationships. This is celebration. This is like moving forward, you know? Create in your life what you want. Be active in the creation. It takes your ability to move forward in something. So, to move forward, to solidify things, you need to be at the helm. You need to be the one steering the wheel. All right, Libra, I'm going to shut it off here, but my name is Isel. I am on YouTube as the Altruistic Mystic, And if you found this helpful, please feel free to subscribe, share this video. You know, I'm newer to YouTube and I would love the company, so please feel free to subscribe, and I will be back with you soon. Yeah, I hope everything's well, and I hope this was helpful. All right, take care, honey. Bye.